What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Don McCord YouTube channel. I'm sitting in purple. Been messing with it this morning. And I came across something. Now, this wasn't the, end-all problem for sure. I definitely had zero oil pressure the other day. Whether it be because of the oil pump, whether it be because the pickup tube, whether it be because of the old thick oil. But I have determined that the gauge, the original gauge that was in purple, is way off. And it's a manual gauge, and I'll show y'all all that in a few minutes. I've got this other Kenworth gauge, and it actually came out of a Kenworth K100E G Money Garrett Hodges 18 wheels rolling. It came out of his truck. So what I have done was I opened up the dash and I swapped the gauges, and I'll show y'all what the old gauge is doing and what the new gauge does. So let me get y'all flipped around. I'm gonna put my headgear on here, and I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm doing and show you the test, and show you that purple's oil pressure is actually better than it's ever been. So that's great news. That's the best news that could happen. I'm still gonna do some more stuff to make sure it's, we'll try to get the oil pressure even higher, but we've got great oil pressure. It's just a matter of the gauge being bad is showing me less oil pressure than I actually have. I've tried this now in two different spots. One underneath the cab where it comes out of the engine, there's a connector where it goes up to the dash. It's a two-piece line, and I guess they did that in case you remove the cab. You don't have to, completely disconnect the oil line off the side of the block. So there's a connector there, and I've tested both gauges both ways, up here in the dash and down there, and the old gauge is definitely wrong. So I'll get y'all flipped around to show you what's going on. Alright guys, I hope y'all can see everything alright. So here's the old gauge, and it is reading, this is hot oil pressure now. It is reading just over 10, probably like 12 psi at idle. So the threshold for an M11 is, I think, 8 psi. The ECM will shut it off if it gets to 8 psi. And I kind of noticed last night after running down the highway coming home, I got off the exit ramp here where I go home, and the oil pressure was at like 5 on the gauge, but it wasn't shutting, the ECM wasn't shutting it off. Which I know the ECM does shut it off, because it shut it off the other day when I was at absolute zero. And this is at rev. It goes up to about 28, and then it starts dropping back down. And the more gas I give it, it drops even further. And then it drops back down to 11, 12. So now I'll shut it off. And I'll put this other gauge on. And I don't think you have to, but I always bleed the air out of them in between switching it. So I make sure there's some oil flowing. And then I'll grab this other gauge real quick before it tries to run back down in the block. And I'll swap it out. All right, so this gauge is sitting at 0, correct? Now, we'll start purple. Look at that. Now this is hot oil pressure, and we're at about 28, 27 PSI at hot oil pressure at idle at 650 RPMs. So now when I rev it, it goes up to 41. And the more throttle I give it, it stays right there at 40, 41. So that, to me, determines that gauge is no bueno. Because this is better oil pressure than I've ever had. So how long has this gauge been bad, I know it used to be okay, because it used to be when you start the truck, it would max the gauge out, up to about 80, and then the pressure relief would open and it would come back down to 40 or something like that. So I mean, now the gauge climbs and holds steady like it should. So that proves that all the things I've done did fix the oil pressure, and that purple's good to go. She's doing what she's supposed to do. I was really nervous last night. I really didn't want to keep ripping into this thing. I mean, I'm still gonna put rods and main bearings in it, and I'm gonna do a little testing and see if I need to go ahead and swap the oil cooler. And I'll probably end up changing the oil again real soon. I'm gonna change the filter today. I'm gonna go grab another filter, change the filter, and just keep trying to get it even higher. But I mean, that's pretty good oil pressure. That's better than I've ever had before. And if I hook this gauge up down in between the cab and the engine, down there by the frame, it's even higher. It's at like 35 PSI at idle and 50 at a rev. So I think some of the pressure is getting lost in translation due to the distance it has to travel coming up into the cab over. and I'm gonna check this line here for any kinks, anything like that. And if it's kinked somewhere, then I'll try to get a different line on and see if that will make my oil pressure the same as it is down there underneath the cab. Because if that, if there's a restriction in the line somewhere, it's kinked. Because this is just like, I'm sure it's hard plastic line, and then it's got a braiding over the top of it. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's got a nylon braiding over the top. So if that hard plastic line's kinked somewhere, then of course you're gonna get not so good oil pressure up here at the cab. But I mean, I'm happy with that. The most I've ever had with that other gauge was about, like I said, 32 on a fresh oil change. And usually, with 10, 12,000 miles on it, it would be down at 28, 29 PSI, as the oil was hot and it was, the oil was wearing. So yeah, I mean, I'm stoked with 40 pounds, 41 pounds, and that's not at 70 miles an hour. This is just a rev up to, my tachometer's having a moment at the moment, but this is probably only 1,000 RPMs and it's at 40, so yeah, we should see a significant raise in it, going down the highway at 70 miles an hour, because that's where I always had the highest oil pressure. So but yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep playing with this and keep doing things, and I'll keep shooting some video for you guys to keep you updated, and we'll get this resolved. But for right now, I've got plenty of oil pressure, so I'm happy about that. And I'll catch up with you in a little while after I do a little bit more. So here's another gauge that I have. This is actually an air pressure gauge, but same premise, and it's sitting at 25 psi idle, hot oil temp. And it jumps right up there, the same as the other oil pressure gauge that I have. So I just wanted to test another one to make sure that I'm not getting a faulty reading from the oil pressure gauge that came out of the other truck or what. So yeah, 2 gauges say that I have oil pressure and good oil pressure, then I'm going with the new gauge. Pretty good oil pressure. Alright guys, well, purple has good oil pressure now. Huge relief. The gauge ended up taking care of it, so that wasn't the main problem, but the gauge was lying to me there for a long time, probably. So I've owned the truck 8 years almost, and it's always seemed like the gauge was a little bit off, but it was still sufficient oil pressure before, so I wasn't really, too concerned about it. And now at least it's nice to know that I have more oil pressure than I ever thought I did. So that situation's over, so that's great. And another thing, So, y'all remember I've just put steer tires on purple. And whenever I ordered those steer tires, they sent me one steer tire. They sent me one steer tire and 2 tires for like a Ford dually truck. They were 17-inch, you know, light truck wheels, tires. And I was like, you know, what's this? And so they said, oh, we'll send you a shipping label, send the other 2 tires back, and we'll send you, you know, another steer tire, the one you ordered. So I said, all right, no problem. So I did that. Like, it took about almost 2 weeks for them to get my other steer tire. Somehow it got stuck in a queue at the warehouse and blah, blah, blah. And so I ended up having to wait, you know, almost 2 weeks to get my second steer tires before I could, you know, swap them out and put the new steers on purple. And then, so, you know, situation over. I haven't thought anything about it. I've got my new tires. I'm happy. And I get home, or actually my wife calls me when I was up in Benton the other day and tells me, FedEx just dropped off another steer tire. And I'm like, what? She said, did you order another one? I said, no. And so, lo and behold, the lost tire finally showed up. And, you know, generally, I would call the company and, you know, give it back to them, you know, just karma-wise, you know. But I figure, you know, they messed up the first time, sent me, you know, 2 tires that weren't right, and then for all intents and purpose, they dicked me around for almost 2 weeks trying to get my other tires. So with the luck I've been having, I'm gonna gratefully accept a free steer tire. So we'll put this away in the garage, and, you know, it'll fit anywhere on the truck or the trailer, so if I need it, we got it. So that's cool. Free steer tires, good oil pressure. Now it's time to get my butt on the load boards and find a load out of here and go make some dang money. Because this being down for as long as we've been down, purple, is not good for the bank account. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this up here, and I will get with y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments and your suggestions on the issues that I've been having with the oil pressure, with the head gasket, you know, all that stuff. Y'all have been great, and I always appreciate you guys. Thanks so much, and we'll catch you on the next one.